Hey, hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City. Saves money. How you doing today? Hope that this video finds everybody doing well. You probably wonder what you're looking at there. Not the best picture of it because it doesn't do it any justice. But I made the easiest chicken and peas recipe on planet Earth. Yeah. What I did was I noticed that boneless, skinless chicken thighs were on sale. So of course I stocked up on them and I divided up the packs into quite a number actually. Hey, let me tell you, it came in handy. This recipe is so simple, I just can't even, it's a joke. All I did was literally take down from the freezer the boneless chicken thigh, and I dredged it after it defrosted. I dredged it in mayonnaise. Now, I know that sounds silly, but then I took that dredge and then I dredged that in. I ran out of breadcrumbs. I was freaking like, no. But then I noticed in my cupboard that I had a stovetop, the turkey stuffing, and my friendly blender. So I threw those croutons from the stovetop stuffing into the blender and I ground it up. Voila, I had instant flavored breadcrumbs. Yay! And it yielded a lot. So keep that kitchen tip and trick in mind if you run out of breadcrumbs, if you're in the middle of something. But anyway, just imagine all I did was take chicken, roll it in mayo, then I put it in like a shake and bake type bag, and then I put it in the breadcrumbs, and then I baked that off in the same pan with a half a can of peas. I left the juices from the peas because in the baking process, it's going to dry out slightly. So all I did was bake that off at 350 degrees for an hour. Hello. Talk about the easiest meal on planet Earth. Now look what I did with the leftovers. Get those compartmental type trays. They're like TV dinner type trays. I'm telling you, if you have access to them, get them, save them. And now this, like this, is going to be a future lunch or future dinner. I didn't have a third. I didn't have an extra side. I didn't want an extra side at that point. But I could always add something to it or just have it again like that. Or just cut up a tomato on the side and have a garden salad. There is something to be said about simplicity in the kitchen. I don't know why we think that the kitchen always has to be a complicated place to be. Hey, listen, you know what's coming up? We have another tip from Steve. So stay tuned. Hang on, and Steve will be right with you.
Thanks so much for sticking around. I want to show you a really good idea to bump up an originally good idea to the next level. I just happen to have a few spare plastic compartment trays, okay? I love these trays because don't they remind you of when you were a kid? TV dinners. Remember that, everybody? Sure you do. They still make them, but we don't call them that. Don't ask me what we call them today. Let me guess, frozen entree? I'll still call them TV dinners. Okay, well, look what I did. Well, one of the pieces of that glorious chicken, I put it in one compartment, and I had the leftover piece. This is all nice and dandy. For the future, going to wrap it up, put it away for a lunch or a dinner at a time when I'm not well or busy or just too lazy or just too tired. So there you go. By the way, these trays are great. I strongly suggest you get them.
Good morning, everybody. I have another video I would like to share with you. It's a beef stroganoff recipe. You can use ground beef or ground turkey. You can use egg noodles or macaroni elbows. And you're going to need 1 can family size of cream of mushroom or cream of chicken. But you can use any cream of soup mix that you want. And preparation is about 20 to 30 minutes. So you're going to brown some ground beef, about 1 pound, and when your meat is done, after you've cooked your pasta or elbows or what have you, you're going to take the ground beef or ground turkey, incorporate it into the pasta, and then you're going to mix in 1 can of cream of mushroom or chicken or whatever soup mix that you want, and you'll want to heat that on low to medium heat for about 5 minutes, turn it off, and then you can serve it. It makes a lot. The way that I prefer to eat it is with pepper and a little Parmesan. I hope you try it, and I really think you'll enjoy it. Good morning. I have a few tips that I'd like to share with you involving French toast. When you go to make French toast in the morning, If you don't have milk and you don't have any vanilla extract, there is a simple solution to putting it in your egg batter in order to make French toast. If you have some French vanilla, Coffee Mate, or International Delight coffee creamer, you can substitute that in its place and it fills the void for both places. In addition, you could also try other Coffee Mate or International Delight flavors to see what you like best. One time I did try Coffee Mate Cinnamon Vanilla Cream and it turned out very well. Aside from that, you could also use different spices besides cinnamon in your French toast. You could put pumpkin pie spice and a dash of nutmeg to give you a little bit of a pumpkin feel. I heard you could also put eggnog in its place instead of milk, but I have yet to try that. I'm pretty sure it is very good. In any case, I hope you guys give that a try, and I hope you like it.
Hey, thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate those tips and tricks. You know, I've had to do things like that too. One time I actually made French toast without an egg in it. Yeah. It kind of sort of worked. It came up more like a weird instant bread pudding, but you know, when there's a will, there's a way. I was so craving that bready and cinnamony feel, and that's what I did. I added cinnamon to the milk and a little bit of nutmeg, and just, you know, it worked. It really, really worked. Hey, listen, like I said earlier, when there's a will, there's a way. Thank you so much, Steve. I really do appreciate it. You know, that's the thing in the kitchen. Never freak out if you run out of something in the midst of a recipe. Look at what happened with the chicken. And I highly recommend that chicken recipe. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. You don't have to sweat and slave over a stove. You just assemble it and put it together. Most of the time you have all the ingredients on hand and it just works out. Hey, just wondering about something. Do you have a recipe that's like sort of like a 1, 2, 3 recipe and a no fail? And I'm telling you, that chicken was so good that I did it literally a couple of days in a row. Uh-oh, you're looking at a teaser picture. That's a picture of a recipe for next Tuesday's recipe show. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but Steve will, because he's going to give you his recipe for that. I can't take it. I wish I could just bite into the screen now. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. I really do appreciate your time. I'm going to end this with a little bit of music, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. Have a lovely day, and don't forget to brighten up someone else's day. You know, you never know when someone else can use your smile. Have a great day.